The corporate ladder is broken, but most people are still climbing it. We were told that titles equal progress, that promotions equal success, that the next rung would finally make us feel secure. But here's the truth. The ladder isn't just fragile. It was never built for you. Titles inflate your ego, not your impact. Promotions raise your status, not your skill. And chasing validation from an organizational chart is the fastest way to lose control of your career. If you want real leverage, stop climbing. Start building. The fragile ladder. Why chasing titles never works. We are taught a simple story from a young age. Go to school, get a good job, climb the ladder. But before we jump right into it, please take the time to like, share, follow and subscribe to my channel so you do not miss out on any of my posts. Each new title on a business card feels like a step up. We chase the next promotion, the next pay bump, the next corner office. We believe this climb will lead us to a place of security and satisfaction. For many, this pursuit ends in a quiet kind of pain. The validation from a new title is fleeting, like a sugar high that quickly fades, leaving us hungry for the next one. This constant chase creates a fragile sense of self, tied to external approval, tied to a corporate structure we do not control. The world of work has changed in fundamental ways. The ladder is now often wobbly, sometimes it disappears altogether. Entire industries can be reshaped by a new technology, by a shift in the global market. Companies restructure, downsize, pivot strategy with startling speed. The job that seemed like a safe harbor can become a sinking ship. Relying on a single employer or a specific job title for your identity and your security is like building your house on shifting sands. When the ground inevitably moves, the foundation of your life can crack, leading to immense stress and a feeling of being lost. This is why the traditional path feels so draining for so many people. It demands that we fit ourselves into predefined boxes. We contort our skills, our passions, our time to match a job description written by someone else for someone else's goals. This process can slowly erode our sense of purpose. We start to forget what truly interests us or what we are uniquely good at. Burnout becomes a constant threat, not because the work is too hard, but because it feels disconnected from our inner compass. The pain comes from the slow realization that we are climbing someone else's mountain, not our own. The alternative is not to abandon ambition, but to redirect it. Instead of chasing the next rung on a fragile ladder, you can start building something solid, something that belongs to you. This is the work of designing a life. It is an internal project, not an external one. It means creating a personal framework that holds steady, even when the professional world is in turmoil. A well-designed life provides a sense of purpose that a job title never can. It is a source of resilience and calm that travels with you, no matter where your career takes you, because it is built from within. So, what does it truly mean to build a life instead of just building a career? A job is a container for a set of tasks you perform in exchange for a paycheck. It is temporary and transactional. A life is a holistic system designed around your core principles. It is a way of living and working aligned with your personal values. It is about understanding what matters most to you: creativity, community, freedom, service. Then making choices, big and small, that honor those values every single day. From passenger in your career to architect of your existence. Embrace your natural curiosity as a guiding force. In a traditional job, you learn the skills for that role. In a designed life, you follow your interests, cultivate continuous learning. This makes you adaptable and versatile. Life is built on non-negotiable well-being. It prioritizes physical health, mental clarity. Rest, connection, joy are essential fuel, not luxuries. Cultivate multiple streams of meaning and income. Tying everything to one job leaves you vulnerable. Diversify to build a more robust system. Side project, creative, volunteering small business alongside your job. Each stream adds purpose and security if one area shifts. Designing a life is reclaiming your autonomy. Shape your days, weeks, years, to reflect who you are and who you want to become. Stop reacting to job demands, proactively create space for deep work, meaningful relationships, personal growth. Define success by inner alignment, resilience, quiet satisfaction. This is the blueprint for a life that can withstand any storm. Building a life can sound like a grand, intimidating project, but it begins with small, deliberate actions. The first step is to simply know your why. This is the anchor for everything else. Take a quiet hour and ask yourself a few deep questions. Why do I do the work that I do? What impact do I want to have on others or the world? What activities make me feel most alive and purposeful? Write down your answers without judgment. Your why does not have to be a lofty mission to save the world. Wanting to provide a stable home for your family, to create beautiful things, to solve interesting puzzles. This reason becomes your compass for making future decisions. Second, you need to create a personal strategy. A career plan is often a linear path up a corporate ladder. A personal strategy is a more dynamic map for your life. On a single page, outline your core values. Outline the skills you want to develop over the next year. Outline the daily or weekly habits that will support your well-being. This is not a rigid document, it is a living guide. Review it once a month. Are my actions aligned with my values? Am I making progress on the skills I want to build? The third step is to invest in real relationships. A professional network is a list of contacts. A community is a group of people who genuinely support each other. Shift your focus from transactional networking to building authentic connections. Schedule a weekly call with a friend or mentor, not to ask for anything, but just to connect and see how you can help them. Be generous with your time and your knowledge. Strong, trusting relationships are your greatest safety net. They provide emotional support, honest feedback, unexpected opportunities that no job board can offer. These are the people who will be there for you when a job title is not. Fourth, you must consciously build portable skills. These are competencies that are valuable across many different industries and roles. Clear communication, critical thinking, problem-solving, the ability to learn new things quickly. Other examples include project management, teaching, basic design principles. You can practice these skills in small ways every day. Section 4. Stories from the field, lives designed, not assigned. Consider the story of Maria, a marketing manager at a large tech company. She enjoyed her job, but she felt a creative spark that was not being used. She loved graphic design. She started dedicating Saturday mornings to learning new design software through online courses. She began taking on small freelance projects for local businesses, a logo here, a flyer there. It was not about leaving her job. It was about honoring her curiosity. Over 3 years, these small, consistent efforts grew into a steady stream of side income. They also grew into a portfolio she was proud of. When her company announced a major layoff, the news was stressful, but it was not devastating. She had options. She had a plan, a community of clients, a set of skills that gave her control. Then there is the example of John. Instead of doubling down on niche technical skills, he decided to build portable ones. He was a decent public speaker. He joined a local Toastmasters club to become a great one. He spent one evening a week mentoring junior engineers, honing his ability to coach and teach. He did not chase a management title. He chased mastery in communication and leadership. When his engineering niche became automated, he was not obsolete. Other companies sought him out to help train their teams and to guide them through similar technological transitions. His life had many possible doors because he had built the keys himself. These stories share a common thread: the power of small, consistent actions taken over time. They identified a value or an interest: creativity for Maria, teaching for John. They invested small, regular blocks of time into it. This is compounding applied to personal development. What starts as a tiny hobby or a weekly practice can grow into a significant source of meaning, skill, security. Section 5. The True Payoff: Future-Proofing Your Happiness. When you stop chasing titles and start designing your life, you fundamentally change your relationship with the future. The primary payoff is a deep and abiding sense of control. You are no longer passively waiting for the next promotion or fearing the next reorganization. Instead, you are actively building a system that is resilient by design. You have more agency over how you spend your time, what skills you develop, what kind of work you do. This shift from a reactive to a proactive stance is empowering. It replaces the low-grade anxiety of uncertainty with the calm confidence of preparedness. Your happiness is no longer held hostage by external forces. This path cultivates a powerful form of resilience. By building multiple sources of meaning, relationships, skills, you create a life with built-in shock absorbers. If you lose your job, you do not lose your entire identity. You are still a mentor, a creator, a community volunteer, a lifelong learner. Your financial stability is also less fragile when you have diversified your ability to earn. This adaptability allows you to navigate the inevitable changes of the modern economy, not with fear, but with a sense of curiosity and opportunity. You can see shifts in the market as a chance to pivot and apply your portable skills in new and exciting ways. Perhaps the most significant payoff is a more authentic and lasting form of happiness. The fleeting joy of a promotion is replaced by the enduring satisfaction that comes from living in alignment with your values. When your daily actions reflect what you truly care about, your work feels less like a chore and more like a calling. You make space for rest, for play, and for connection, because your personal strategy recognizes them as essential components of a good life. This creates a sustainable sense of well-being that is not dependent on your position on an organizational chart. It is a happiness that is future-proof because it is generated from within. You can begin this journey today. Start small. Start now. Build a life that can last. Don't forget to like, share, follow, comment, and subscribe so that others can also benefit from this. Thanks for watching.